Adding a new four-legged companion into your life can be one of the most rewarding and fulfilling experiences when done properly. Did you know that the entire experience of owning a dog truly lies in the hands of its owners? There are several factors that play a big part in just how happy both you and your new best friend are going to be. Hi, my name is Allie, and I'm here to guide you through the process of welcoming a new puppy into your life. In this program, we will cover all of the important topics you should know about owning and caring for your new puppy. Please follow me as we begin to learn the ins and outs of sharing a life with man's best friend. There's nothing more exciting than knowing that you've picked the perfect puppy and he's about to come home with you. Taking care of your puppy and providing for his needs will become a huge part of your life, and you'll need to be prepared before he sets paw in your home. To make sure your puppy makes an easy transition into his new home, there are a few things you should do to prepare for puppy's homecoming. Supplies. You'll need to take a trip to your local pet supply store and pick up basic supplies for your puppy before you bring him home. First, you will need food. It is best to continue feeding your puppy the same food he has been eating before you adopted him, so be sure to find out the name and formula of the food. Changing your puppy's diet too quickly can cause him to have an upset stomach or even diarrhea. Feeding him a premium dog food will help keep him healthy and more active. Yes, premium dog foods do cost more than basic dog food, but by feeding your dog the best foods possible, he will eat less of that premium dog food while getting more nutritional value from it, in turn producing less waste for you to clean up. It may be necessary, or you may prefer, to change your puppy's food after a few weeks if it doesn't agree with your dog. This is okay. Just make sure to slowly change the food by mixing small amounts of the new food into the old food and gradually increase the amount of new food over a 2 to 3 week period. Check with your veterinarian or the label on your bag of dog food for guidelines on how much and how often to feed your puppy. His dietary needs will change as he grows, so it's a good idea to mark on a calendar when you might need to make changes to the quantity or frequency of feeding. You will also need to buy heavyweight food and water bowls that your puppy will not be able to knock over. Your local pet supply store will have a variety of bowl sizes, so you can choose the size that is right for your puppy. A leash and collar is another necessity. Choose a collar that is adjustable and can grow with your puppy, making it last longer. An identification tag is another important thing to pick up. Whether a handwritten tag or permanent engraved tag, make sure your puppy has your phone number and address on his collar in case he gets lost. Your veterinarian can also implant a permanent identification called a microchip. A microchip is a very tiny glass-covered chip that a veterinarian implants between the puppy's shoulder blades. When the microchip is scanned, the owner's contact information is revealed. This is a reliable and fail-safe way to ensure a lost puppy is returned home to you. Your puppy will also need a crate. Crates, sometimes called kennels, are one of the best training tools and also a great way to provide your puppy with a cozy place to call his own. Crates come in either plastic or metal and in a variety of sizes to fit your dog. For in-depth information on crate training and selecting the right crate for your puppy, check out Pet Video Library's Interactive Puppy Training DVD. Don't forget to stock up on a few grooming supplies too. Check with your breeder or a groomer to determine what types of brushes are best for your puppy's coat. No matter what type of puppy you have, you need nail cutters and dog shampoo. For an extra shiny coat, a dog conditioner is a nice addition too. Finally, it will be the most fun to pick out a few toys for your puppy to play with. There are so many different types of toys available, you may not know which ones your puppy will like or how many to bring home. Here are a few guidelines to help you. Toys should be durable, meaning your puppy should not be able to break off pieces of the toy. Small pieces can be dangerous, as your puppy can choke on them. Buy only 2 or 3 toys for your puppy. If your puppy has a whole room full of toys, he may think that everything in your house is a toy that he can chew up. Any toys you pick out should keep your puppy occupied for a while. Toys that you can put food or treats in are a good choice. Preparing your home. Now is time to look at your house the way your puppy will. Make sure to pick up anything that looks like your puppy would have fun chewing: shoes, socks, or electrical cords. Also, take a look for anything your puppy may knock over, including things kept on a low shelf. A happy tail can easily break many fragile things. The most important thing to keep in mind is to put away anything that can potentially harm your puppy, including electric cords, phone cords, computer cables, paint, medicine, household cleaners, and anything else that can be harmful if swallowed or chewed. Think of your puppy as a child. In human age, a dog is about 7 years old to our 1 year. That means a 4-month-old puppy is like having a 2-year-old child. Make sure to do a thorough inspection of your backyard too. Inspect your fencing for any areas that your puppy can slip through, and check that gate latches can be firmly secured. Also, check to see if there are any areas where your puppy can dig under the fence, and be sure to block up any potential problem areas. Prevent pool drowning by walking him around the circumference and cautiously setting him on the first step so he can learn how to get out in case he accidentally falls in. If you have a garden in your yard, it's a good idea to put up a small fence to keep your puppy out. He will like to sample the fruits and vegetables you've been growing. Your local hardware store will have simple and inexpensive solutions to fence off your garden. Be sure to pick up any garden supplies, barbecue tools, pool supplies, toys, and patio furniture cushions. Your puppy will chew them up if left within reach. Okay, now that you've done your shopping and your housework, it's time to bring your puppy home. Congratulations! Today is the day your puppy becomes a part of your life. And now that you have all your supplies and have set up your home, you are ready to pick up your puppy. In this section, we will talk about a few things you need to think about as you and your puppy get to know each other and build a foundation to be best friends for life. Starting on the right foot. The day you bring your puppy home should be a day when you have nothing else to do. Your puppy might be scared. It will be the first time he is away from his mother, brothers, and sisters or friends, so you will want to spend as much time as you can with your puppy in the first few days he is home. If you have weekends off, bringing your puppy home on a Friday afternoon is ideal. This way, you have the entire weekend to establish a routine, get your puppy comfortable with his surroundings, and most of all, so he can get to know you. Your puppy is so cute and cuddly that everyone will want to hug and pet him. It is important to know that handling your puppy too much, especially during the first few days he is home, can be very stressful to him. Find a careful balance of giving your puppy enough, but not too much attention in his first days at home, so that he feels loved but not overwhelmed. Try to give the puppy the opportunity to come to you, and when he does, that's wonderful. When the puppy wants to leave, go ahead and let him. It's best to have the puppy follow you around rather than carrying him, but when you need to pick up your puppy, be sure to do it properly. Place one hand under the puppy's front legs and place your other hand beneath his rear. Lift him slow and gentle and bring him in close to your chest so you can support his entire back while he is being held. This also makes him feel secure. The first few days, you should limit your puppy to being around family members only. After the first few days, it is a great experience for your puppy to get out and meet new people. This is called socialization. The same guidelines for handling apply for strangers, but ask them to approach your puppy by kneeling down to his level to greet the puppy. If the puppy wants to move away, allow him to. Do not force your puppy to meet anyone, but be sure to give him many opportunities to be a social dog. What's in a name? Now that you've spent some time with your puppy, you've probably come up with a few ideas of what to name him. Maybe you even had a few ideas ahead of time, or maybe the right name hasn't come to you yet. Try out a few names on him to see which ones fit. Observe your puppy's personality, characteristics, and looks. Oftentimes, these qualities lend themselves to great puppy names. Try to pick a name that fits your puppy and will work for him into his adult years. Naming a puppy Teensy or Baby work for those younger years, but won't be so good for an older dog. Also, a short name with a loud consonant sound will set a foundation for success in training and obedience. These types of names are much easier for your puppy to hear and also easier for you to say. Bonding. Now that you know how to handle your puppy and you have the perfect name picked out, you and your puppy are well on the way to creating a lifelong bond with each other. Bonding with your puppy, in simple terms, means becoming best friends. As your best friend, your puppy will be happy to do just about anything for you and will trust and respect you as his leader and friend. Having patience will pay off. Never hit your dog, as it will make him cowardly and submissive for his lifetime. Creating a bond takes a little time. Bonds will form automatically if you spend lots of quality time with your puppy, acting kind and gentle toward him, but also showing firm behavior. If you do not spend time with your puppy, however, he will bond with the person or dog he spends the most time with. Or, if the puppy spends a lot of time alone, he may never form a bond. Giving your puppy lots of time and love is a recipe for a bond of friendship that will last forever. Body language. Though you and your puppy are well on your way to being best friends, you still might not know what your puppy is trying to tell you when he is crying, barking, wagging his tail, or using any other canine body language. Having a basic understanding of what your puppy is trying to tell you with his nonverbal cues is a great way to better understand your new best friend. Let's start with tail wagging. Most people think that anytime a puppy wags its tail, it means the puppy is happy, when really, there are a few different things a puppy could be communicating with a moving tail. First, a puppy may wag its tail very high and slow to illustrate that it is feeling dominant. A happy puppy will wag its tail very excitedly at about hip level. He may do this when he is ready to play or happy to see you. Finally, worried puppies will hunch down and hold their tail between their legs and wag only the very end of its tail. This usually happens when your puppy knows he's done something wrong, or if he is scared or feeling nervous. Other ways your puppy will use his body language include lowering his front end, panting, and yawning. When your puppy lays the front end of his body down and leaves his rear in the air, this means your puppy is ready to play. This is the most common way your puppy will show his friskiness. When your puppy pants, even if he isn't hot or tired, this is a sign of stress, and you may notice it when your puppy is in a situation that worries him. But keep in mind that otherwise, when your puppy pants, this is a normal part of his sweating and cooling process, so don't worry. Finally, yawning is one of many ways that puppies calm themselves in exciting or stressful situations. You may notice that your puppy yawns during training sessions, or while you are busy cleaning up one of puppy's messes. Yawning is a way your puppy will free himself from stress and let you know that you need to relax, so pay attention to this and all his nonverbal communication, as you can learn a lot from it. Aside from body language, your puppy will make noises too. The most common noise you will hear from your puppy is his bark. Puppies bark for many reasons. They bark to alert you to something, whether it's a stranger approaching the house or a bird flying past a window. Sometimes they bark because other dogs are barking, and there are times they seem to bark at nothing at all. No matter what they are barking at, it is always a way for them to communicate with other living things around them. You may find your puppy's barking to be excessive or bothersome, but don't worry. Simple training can cure your puppy of naughty barking behavior. Another noise your puppy will make is to cry. Like a baby, your puppy will cry when it needs something. When your puppy cries, check to make sure he has food and water because he may be hungry. When it's not time for your puppy to eat, offer him a chew toy instead. If your puppy has been playing and he is suddenly crying, check to make sure that he hasn't hurt himself or got something caught in his paw. A crying puppy may need to relieve himself, so try taking him outside to potty. Finally, puppies cry when they want your love and attention. If your puppy has been alone for a period of time, this is his way of letting you know he is lonely and needs some TLC. Over time, you will get to know exactly what your puppy is trying to tell you. With a basic knowledge of your puppy's communication style, you are on the way to taking the best possible care of your puppy. Now that you and your puppy know each other and he is familiar with his surroundings, it's time to establish your house rules. It's good to decide early on what your puppy is and is not allowed to do in the house, because once a puppy is in the habit of a certain behavior, it will be difficult to break him of the habit as he gets older. Here are a few things you must decide. Is your puppy allowed to be on the furniture or bed? Nothing is more relaxing than curling up on the couch with your best friend. But keep in mind that having a puppy up on the furniture can cause damage to upholstery. Think about your puppy's size and coat and how that will affect your furniture. When your puppy's coat sheds, you will have hairy furniture. There is no right or wrong answer. Just remember that by allowing your puppy on the furniture, you are accepting responsibility for wear and tear. Will your puppy be allowed in the kitchen? Kitchens can be dangerous places for puppies because of hot items, knives, dangerous chemicals, and foods that can be poisonous. Some people don't mind having their puppy along in the kitchen because any puppy messes are easier to clean up. Again, it is entirely up to you. Remember that it is never okay for your puppy to be around the table to beg for food during your meals. You've already set up your puppy's feeding time. So even if you allow him in the kitchen, putting him in his crate or sending him outside during your mealtime is a good idea. Are there any places in the house your puppy is not allowed? Blocking off formal rooms or dangerous areas like basements and offices is easily accomplished by setting up a baby gate or simply keeping doors closed. This way, your puppy will not have access to places where he could get into trouble, and you will have peace of mind knowing your puppy is safe. Where will your puppy go potty? Is there a particular area of your yard that you want your puppy to use as his potty area? If so, make sure you establish this rule as well by always taking him to the same part of your yard when he needs to go. Whatever rules you set up for your puppy, make sure that everyone in the household enforces them. One person who allows the puppy on the furniture when the rule is that he is not allowed on the furniture will confuse your puppy. The rules should be clear, consistent, and equally enforced by all members of the household. The best way to establish these rules is to make yourself and all other people the dominant figures in your puppy's life. By taking a leadership role over your puppy, he will respect you and the rules you set up. Becoming puppy's leader is easy, as dogs are pack animals that quickly learn packing orders. In other words, they will very easily assign roles to leaders and followers. Remember that being a leader doesn't mean being bossy or mean to your puppy. It means showing him firmness in rules accompanied by tons of fairness, affection, and love. As a leader, you are not your puppy's equal, but you are always there to guide and love him. In essence, you are becoming your puppy's new mother. Here are a few ways to establish leadership over your puppy. Establishing and enforcing the rules. If you do not set up and enforce the rules, your puppy will know he can take advantage of you. And we all know a good leader always stands his ground. Avoiding too much petting. Even though it may make you sad, avoiding giving your dog a pet when he asks for it is a good way to let him know who is the leader. Standing tall over your puppy. If you kneel down to your puppy's level all the time, he will see you as an equal. By bending over and remaining taller than your puppy, he will understand that you are in charge. Going through doors first. Even in the human world, letting someone through a door first is a way of showing respect. Exercising the same policy with your puppy ensures you are the one he must respect. Eating first. When you wait until after